Hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a foundation review. We are going to be trying out the new Maybelline Radiant. Oh no, it's not. Oh my gosh, I got it wrong. This is me. Welcome to the channel of me being me. So today we're going to be trying out the Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation from Maybelline. So they have brought out I think like 2 or 3 other foundations under this kind of Dream line, and this one is the Radiant one. So this one is the one that's meant to make your skin look glowy, hydrated, feel fresh and just feel good. So this foundation cost me $8.99 and I got it from Boots. It's meant to contain, I don't know, I'm saying meant to contain as if like, I don't know if there's any conspiracy theories out there about like, you know, do these products actually contain what they say they contain, because we could never test it. I mean, I suppose we could actually, and I suppose somebody does out there. I just don't know. But anyway, so this foundation I don't know why I keep saying claims, right? No, it does, because I'm sure somebody's testing this shit out. It contains hyaluronic acid and collagen, both of which are really, really good for dry skin and mature skin. The hyaluronic acid is a wonderful thing. I don't know what it is. It's an acid. Oh my gosh, it's an acid that's actually naturally occurring within the body, and the more the better. Like, the more the better. It keeps your skin hydrated, and collagen makes you look 21 again. So I am a big fan of both of those things. So I have this foundation in the shade True Ivory. It was an absolute nightmare to select my shade, simply because there were just so many light kind of fair shades. There were just so many, and I've kind of found it impossible to actually tell the difference between each of the shades. I didn't really see any great variation. I saw loads of options for fair and light skin, and I didn't see too many for dark skin or even like medium kind of skin tones, which was rather disappointing. So as always with my foundation reviews, I'm going to be trying this foundation out on camera so we can do a first impression and see how she looks and applies. And then I'm going to be going off on my merry way, and I'm going to be wearing this foundation over the next few days so that I can truly test it out and give you a full, thorough, detailed overview of the foundation and what I thought of it. So before we do all of that, before we get her on my face, because believe me, I'm going to get her all over my face, but before we do, I'm going to just read you out the description so that we can all know what to expect, because I mean, I've not read the description yet, guys. I mean, I've not. I thought, well, why read it before the video when I can read it in the video? So we're going to read this together. By the way, I do have a little bit of a cold today. I'm not feeling great and I'm freezing, which is why I've got the hat on. It's why I've got my cardigan on. By the way, this is not real fur. Like I know you probably weren't even thinking it was real fur, but I can just reassure you it's not real fur. No. I would not wear real fur. Oh, by the way, just to mention this as well, like completely like not in any way related to this video, but when I did my kind of shoe unboxing, I was going to say haul, but then I realised like one pair of shoes does not equal a haul. But anyway, someone commented in the comments saying, oh my gosh, they've got fur in them. How could you? And I'm just like, well, it's not real fur. It's not really, like, it's not fucking real fur. I mean, really, like, come on. Who do you think I am? Barbara Windsor? I mean, is there someone called Barbara Windsor? I don't know. But, what's her name? It's doing my head in now. It's bugging me. Because it's not Barbara Windsor. What's her name? But anyway, so the description of this foundation says, get ready for the glowy skin you've always wanted with our Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation. Previously called Dream Satin. What? Previously called. Is this not new? Is this? I thought this was new. It said new. It was in the news section. But now it's saying previously called, which is making me think they've just changed their fucking name. They've just changed their fucking name. I mean, maybe they've added stuff to it. Maybe. Okay, let's see. This foundation is still your favourite foundation. Okay. But with added skincare benefits. So it's the same foundation, but they have added some extra skincare benefits into it. So they have made it even better. They've made a foundation even better, which I can't knock them for that. So they've added in hyaluronic acid and collagen, which moisturise skin and give a natural look, delivering up to 12 hours of hydration. It just says packaging may vary. Like, that's a bit random. Like, why would they even say that? Why would they even say that? Are they just preparing for people emailing in saying, hey, my packaging does not look as good. It's a little bit crap. And I'm just wanting to say, but they're saying, oh, no. We said in the description, packaging may vary. So we did tell you, like we told you that. So I think they're just covering their back there. Features of this foundation are that you can get glowy, radiant skin. No need to look any further. You can get the radiant skin that you've always dreamed of. They act like this is the first radiant foundation like that has ever been invented ever. It's like, hey, dude, we're in 2020. I think, by this point, most makeup junkies have tried a radiant foundation. I mean, really, Maybelline? Okay, so here they go. This is their piece about hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid has skincare benefits that work throughout the day to ensure your skin isn't dry and that foundation looks fresh all day long. Collagen, with anti-aging ingredient collagen, also a key ingredient with Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation. So they're saying that the collagen makes your skin look plumper, glowing and more youthful. And then they just say blah, 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 because we've heard it all. Reviews don't appear to be as positive for this foundation. I've just recently tried the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Cover. This foundation is my new favourite. This is just absolutely amazing. It shits all over all the other foundations out there. I've been wearing this almost consistently for a couple of weeks now. I don't want to pick up my Too Faced Peach Perfect anymore because this foundation, it does everything. It makes your skin feel great, look great. It's comfortable. It provides a great amount of coverage. It just doesn't look cakey. I just love it. So I love this foundation. And when I did the first impression for that foundation, I kind of checked out some reviews and they were overwhelmingly positive. We're talking a 4.5, 5, a 4. What am I talking about? A 4.5. No, I'm still not quite there yet with this. A 4.5. Yeah, 4.5 out of 5. That's what I was trying to say. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm just going to blame the fact that I have a bit of a cold today for this, just everything. So, okay, guys, I'm just going to get to the application. I am getting a little bit warm now, but I don't really want to take my hat off because my hair, it looks terrible. It looked terrible before I put the hat on. I've had the hat on for about 4 hours now, so I don't want that sister to come out and for you to see. I just can't allow her to go out into the world right now. She's just gonna have to live in my hat for the foreseeable future. Really? Really? Hair? No, I'm not trying to hide you. I just don't want you to come out. I'm having conversations with my hair now, guys. Something's not right today. Something is not right today. And I know you're thinking, when is it ever? When is it ever? But I know. Okay, so we're just going to go for it. I'm going to begin the application. We have a pump. This foundation comes in a glass bottle, which is not my favourite. I much prefer the plastic tube. I know it's basic, but then so am I. So I feel like, we're sisters from another mister, really. I just feel like glass bottle is just, not my gig, really. But Anyway, so today I'm going to be applying the foundation with a sponge. This is the iMagic sponge. I got it from AliExpress. It cost a couple of pounds and it's really, really good. Super squishy, super soft, and it just does a great job. This is the foundation. I'm really, really, really hoping that the shade is going to work on me because, as I said, it was like really difficult to actually pick this. It does look to have quite, I say, yellowy undertones, so this may not work, but I think anything would be better than this face right now. So I could just like smear Marmite all over my face and I think it would be an improvement. So let's go. Let's just go. Yeah, it's quite yellow. Oh my gosh. So this is the shade True Ivory. And she's very yellow. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I'm 35, guys. I know you're thinking, oh, we thought you were older. I know, fair enough, guys. But I'm 35, so I don't really like full coverage foundation because I do find that full coverage, although effectively covers up things, I feel like it also emphasizes things such as fine lines, pores, wrinkles, all of which I have been blessed with. So yeah, I definitely prefer like a medium foundation. I also do prefer, historically, a dewy radiant finish over a matte finish. Yeah, again, I'm 35 and I just feel like dewy foundations just look a little bit more kind of flattering on more mature skin. I don't recall like reading what kind of coverage this foundation was meant to be, but I'm suspecting it's gonna be like a medium potentially. I would say that at the moment I've got combination skin because I do get oily around my T-zone, but I also do have like dry feeling skin quite a lot. So yeah, my skin just does not know what it's doing. It doesn't know what it wants from life. It's like that friend who keeps going back to the same boyfriend who treats her badly. It just never works out, but she keeps crawling back. That's like my skin. It just does not know what's good for it, honestly. Okay, so I feel like this is looking extremely beautiful so far. I really love the kind of second skin finish because it's not a full coverage, it's more medium. It's just kind of giving me this beautiful, like, I don't know, it's evened out my skin tone. It's added brightness as well, and the glow is beautiful. I have realised just how shit I was looking before actually now, you know, compared with this. Like, I just feel like this is like, you know, if you put a filter on your face, and this is just like, oh my gosh, is she homeless? Like, literally. So I'm really, really liking this so far. I didn't put much on my FOD. You know, we used to call the forehead a FOD at school. A FOD. Anyway, that's information nobody cares about. Okay, so this is like my first layer. I have been really struggling recently with, can you see on my nose, those pores? I know you can see them. You can see them from over here probably. Like, I don't need to come up close, but I've got these pores on my nose, and even when I was trying out the L'Oreal foundation, you know, that was an issue for me then too. I have been using a primer. I've been using one by Urban Decay, which is like, I can't remember the name of it, but I'll put the name here. But I've been using that one, and that definitely helps smooth out the pores. So I'm not too arsed like right now. I'm more keen to try this foundation out today without a primer, just because I know that not all of us are probably going to have the same primer, so I'd rather just try the foundation out on my skin, like on my bare skin. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I do have moisturiser on, but I don't have a primer. I just thought that's a fairer way to try a foundation. So this is kind of like my first layer, and I think it looks really, really good. But I am going to go in and kind of build this up a little bit just to see if we can get a bit more coverage, and we can also test how buildable it is. So I'm dipping back in again, guys. I do feel like a little goes a long way as well, which is nice. And although I was a little bit taken aback at first as to how yellow toned this foundation looked, I think it's actually doing a really good job of just like brightening up my face, which really needs brightening up right now. And can you see over on this side all of those veins, and like my eyes look quite red, whereas I mean, look at how well it's kind of covered everything up. Can you see? So, I mean, I think that's quite impressive. Also, my eyes are a little bit red right now, not because I'm stoned. No, not because I'm stoned, but because I've been trying to try on these contact lenses that this brand sent me, and oh my gosh, me and contact lenses, we're not meant to be. We're just not. It's just an impossible task. But anyway, guys, so I'm just going to build this side up a little bit more. So I would definitely say it's buildable. I think it still looks really, really nice. I'm going to go in, I'm going to complete the full face, and then I'll be back and we can kind of see what we think. But just to show you, this is the side that I have done. We've got a nice amount of glow. It's making my skin look healthy, which is a feat right now, considering how terrible it looked before. But yeah, I'm going to go in and do the rest of my face. Okay, so I have done the other side of my face. I think it's looking really, really good. I do want to point out that I have like, not a fake tan, but you know, like a kind of moisturizer. I have a moisturizer that has like a tanning agent in it. So my neck and kind of décolletage area is looking a little bit tanned right now. So I definitely do feel like I've got that floating head look today because the neck and décolletage is not matching the face, but I really, really like this. I love how it's looking, although I can imagine if you've got oily skin, potentially this would maybe tip you over the edge of, I don't know, I could just see if you've got oily skin, you could end up hating this foundation because it is looking very glowy, which I love. And I am going to set it in a minute, but it's looking very glowy. And I've got a feeling that because it's got the hyaluronic acid in, which is a kind of moisturising hydration agent, I think it potentially could just like make your skin very oily if you like, whereas if you've got dry skin, I think this one could be great, although I could definitely feel it on my face right now, which indirect, like I don't want to keep bringing in, you know, my new bay or anything, but when I applied this, it just feels weightless and it kind of sets itself to a powder finish. But anyway, we're not talking about this today. I will link my review of the L'Oreal foundation down below so you can watch it, and I'm going to try and promise not to mention it again in this video. But okay, so this is what the foundation looks like. You can definitely see it started to crease, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to set this right now. Okay, so to set my face, I'm going to use the DSM Mineralize powder. This is from AliExpress and it's a perfect dupe for the Hourglass Ambient Light powders. This has an element of like radiance to it. So for me, I think it's like the perfect finishing powder because it just adds a beautiful kind of glow to your skin whilst setting your foundation at the same time. So I'm just going to use my finger just to kind of tap out these creases that have formed. We don't want none of that. Big on creases, like really. So I'm just going to get rid of those, and I'm just going to take a little bit of my setting powder and I'm just going to dab that on my eyes. Do you know what? I'm sure you've seen someone setting their face before, so I'm going to save you from having to listen to me narrate all the way through it. I mean, really, guys. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you something. When I set my face, I like to dab like this because I feel like if you're kind of brushing, potentially you're going to cause, you're going to just mess with the foundation a little bit, especially if it's as wet as this one. So I'm just kind of using these dabbing motions, and I'm trying to use minimal product as well because I really want to see this foundation and not setting powder, you know. So okay, make sure I get those smile lines. Okay, you've seen I've got those smile lines. Okay, you are my witnesses today. Okay, so guys, there we go. Even after setting my face, it definitely is retaining this beautiful, healthy glow. I am absolutely loving the look of this foundation, but I can definitely feel it on my face, and it does have that slight wet, I don't want to say sticky, but a little bit sticky. I can really feel it. So I'm just hoping that there comes a time in the next few hours when I can't feel it. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to finish off the rest of my face, and then I will be back to let you know how I'm feeling about the foundation with all my other makeup on. Also, I am going to be doing a review of the Aurora palette by Alter Ego. So when I come back, hopefully my eyes are going to look like a sunset, a warm, beautiful sunset. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go off. I'm going to do all of that, and then I'll be back after I've filmed that video. Hello there. So I'm back. I went away, as you know, and I filmed a review of the beautiful Aurora palette by Alter Ego. This is the look. I don't know which video is going to go up first, like this one or the foundation one, but anyway, this is the look. Spoiler, if I've not posted the Aurora palette review yet. Okay, so I've had the foundation on for just over an hour now, and I've not really been paying that much attention because it's been all about the eyes, but I'm just going to look in close up now. Everything looks good. I did find as well that my kind of powder makeup, my highlight, my blush, my contour, everything applied seamlessly on top of the foundation. I also feel like the foundation is definitely a lot more comfortable now that it's kind of settled into my face. It doesn't have that kind of oily feeling anymore. It doesn't feel 100% not there, but it doesn't feel there enough to bother me, if that makes sense. I think the foundation is looking really, really good. It's still got that glow, although I think most of that is just my highlighter right now, but kind of on my forehead, I've not got any highlight on there. And I think you can definitely see a nice amount of radiance. So far, so good. I think the foundation is looking beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to go about my business now, which is making a stir fry. Yum yum. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'm going to be wearing this foundation over the next few days. I'm definitely going to wear it to the office because I feel like for me that's the real test of how good a foundation is. Can it survive a day in the office? Can it survive a meeting? Can it survive me sitting at my desk and snacking all day? So that's going to be the test, and I will come back to you once I have formed my opinion of the foundation. But yeah, so anyway, I'm going to go. This is always awkward, this bit, because I know like you're going to see me in a minute, but for now, for me, this is like the end for a while. But anyway, guys, I'll see you soon. Okay, so I've had this foundation on for about 6.5 hours now. I have just been playing with the boys in the garden. We went to the park, we went to the shops. So I feel like I've given the foundation a good workout. It's feeling comfortable, but you can definitely feel it on your skin. It just feels like it could get really oily, really. And also I noticed that my mascara has stamped a little bit under my eyes, which didn't happen with the L'Oreal foundation. And I don't know if that's the mascara or this foundation, but I've worn this mascara like numerous times and I've never really had stamping quite like this. But I do think the foundation is holding up well. It's not really sank into, you know, my fine lines or my smile lines. I absolutely love the glow. I think it looks really, really flattering. So far, I am really, really excited about it. In fact, I actually prefer the look of this foundation to the L'Oreal one. Yes, bud?
I changed my deodorants like collies.
You did what?
Changed my deodorants like collies.
Oh, did you?
I just cannot do it.
Oh, okie dokie, my love. I definitely prefer the look of this foundation to the L'Oreal one, but I find the L'Oreal one is so much more comfortable. But anyway, it's still early days. I just wanted to give you... you coming? Oh, Mr. Hiccups. You got the hiccups. Oh no. Poor buddy. Oh no. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. I'm going to be wearing this foundation tomorrow. So I'll come back to you when I have my final thoughts. Try holding your breath like this, Gorge. Oh, it didn't work. Go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then go like this. Ba, 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 ba. And now go like this. Oh, they're still there. Oh, you've got a serious case of the hiccups there. But do you know what? They will go away soon, so don't worry. Anyway, we're going to go, but we will see you soon. Alex, how do you think my face is looking? Oh, that's good. That's really good to hear. He's in boy.
More.
More. So this is how the foundation looks. First thing on Monday morning, I applied it at about 7 o'clock and it's currently 7:30. I'm going to have this foundation on for most of the day, so I will I'll show you how it looks later. The boys are currently in the boot. What are you doing, guys?
We're doing this.
Whee! Okay, so I'm back home. I have worn this foundation all day at work, in the office. I've had it on for a total of just over 8 hours at this point. I've been paying very close attention to it all day. I've been checking out how it looks and just trying to keep in mind how it's felt as the day's gone on. And although I do definitely love the look of this foundation, I think it looks really healthy and really flattering on more mature skin. I do feel like if you look closely, you can definitely see areas where it has started to kind of come away, patch up, or just emphasize things that you don't really want emphasizing, such as pores around the nose. So I'm going to come in closer so that you can see, because from back here I think it looks okay. So guys, here we go. So you can see on my nose here we have kind of like a patch where the foundation has just disappeared around my nose. This foundation does not look great. It's just not coped well with my pores, and it also, like, it looks like it's kind of settled into my kind of pores somewhat. I also think that, I mean, that's really, like, I'd say the worst of this foundation, but I just don't necessarily think that it lasts well over time. I think that if I was only going to be wearing this foundation for maybe a couple of hours, if I was going out shopping or filming a video, I think it'd be a really beautiful one to wear, because I mean, even now I really like the look of it. I just think when you look up close, and also like wearing it for a multitude of hours, I just don't think it holds up very well. I definitely would not recommend this foundation if you have oily skin or very oily skin. Like, just don't, because I feel like I've got combination skin, but like now I can kind of feel my face feels uncomfortable. It definitely feels like I've got something on my face. You know, if you ever tried, like, you know, like a night moisturizer, so one of those thicker kind of consistency moisturizers that can kind of feel a little bit claustrophobic on your face. Like, I feel like the longer I have this foundation on my skin, the more I can kind of feel it on my face, and I have just this feeling that it would definitely cause me to break out, just because it is like sinking into my pores and moving around quite a bit. So yeah, although I do love the look of this foundation, and I think it's okay, I just don't think it has the lasting power. And if you have oily skin, I would not recommend. I would definitely say if you've got drier skin, then give it a go, but I would also still wear maybe like a hydrating primer underneath, because I just feel like this foundation potentially may cling to dry patches a little bit. But I mean, all that being said, I do think it looks beautiful. Maybe if you just wanted a foundation just to wear for a short amount of time, it'd be really good. I'm certainly going to be getting wear out of this in some way or other. But I would just definitely, it was not going to be one of my like going to the office kind of bay foundations. It's just not. Also, I saw my brother-in-law in the office today, because he is an electrician at the same company that I work for. So I saw him and I gave him a hug. He had like this black fleece on, and as I came away, I could see like a foundation stamp on his shoulder, and I was just like, oh. I definitely think this foundation, like, no matter how much you set it in place, she's going to move. She's going to move around. Wherever she wants to go, she will go. Anyway, I hope that this review has been somewhat helpful to you if you've been interested in trying out this foundation. If I've missed anything, which I'm sure I have, please don't hesitate to ask me just any questions or anything in the comments, and I will get back to you like as soon as I can. But I'm gonna go, and I hope you have a great day. Oh my gosh, that was so awkward. I'm gonna go, but have a great day. Right, guys, no. Oh, I wish I was not so awkward. I am cripplingly awkward sometimes, guys. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope to see you in the next one.